Hi, I'm Kim Lithgow, founder and CEO of Same Love Toti, and today I want to speak to you about the prevention and combating of hate crimes and hate speech bill. There's been a lot of misinformation about this bill, so today I want to clear that up. Let's start with human rights. Human rights exist because individuals need to have their human rights respected when the majority do not respect their human rights. Okay, that's why human rights exist. And for this bill, this is exactly the point of the bill. The whole point of the bill is to protect the human rights of every single individual. All right, so if you're afraid that your human rights are not respected, this bill's for you. If you're afraid that your freedoms are going to be taken away, this bill is for you. This bill is to protect you. It's also to protect the people around you. This bill has been written by South Africans for South Africans. It's been written by human rights lawyers, professors. It's had contributions from rural communities, from minorities of every type, whether it's religious minorities or other types of minorities, LGBT minorities. So we've had a real cross-section of contributions to this bill. It's been debated with the Department of Justice. We've had written submissions to the department. We've debated with parliamentarians. We've given written submissions to parliamentarians. We've given oral presentations. We haven't played with this bill. This bill has been in the making for years. Let me give you a little bit of background on this bill. So, in spite of our Constitution, which is really progressive and protects people from discrimination, even if you're gay, transgender, or intersex, it hasn't been happening on the ground. LGBT people still face assaults, violence, murder, discrimination all of the time. Then when they go to report a crime against them at a police station, there's secondary victimization. Or there's secondary victimization from first responders, from clinic sisters, from doctors, from it's just crazy just how much access to justice is just not really available for LGBT people. And so from 2013 to 2017, they went around South Africa asking every province for victims of hate crimes to come forward to anonymously record their experiences on the different types of hate that they had experienced. And then after that, the hate crimes working group got together, all of the human rights lawyers, the professors, the communities got together to say, right, we need the law to look like this. We need a hate crimes bill that looks like that. We need for LGBT people to be protected. We need for religious groups to be protected. We need for different communities to be protected. So freedom of religion is protected in this bill, specifically protected. There's freedom of religion, freedom of thought, freedom of opinion, freedom of everything protected specifically in this bill, not just for those who are leaders of religion, but also for those who follow a religion or have a religious outlook. So your freedom of religion is protected. Freedom of speech has also been protected specifically in this bill. We also thought about this when we were discussing the bill, when we were debating. People were saying, well, we got to make sure that your freedom of speech is protected, your freedom of religion, your freedom of just existing has to be protected. And so we've worded everything so that it is protected. Freedom of speech is protected, freedom of religion is protected. and so is every other human right in this bill. Duplication is the other objection. So people have felt that we are duplicating laws by creating a hate speech and hate crimes bill, which is not true at all. Simply because up until now we only have civil remedies for hate crime and hate speech in the form of papuda and in the form of crimen injuria. Now that means that because they are civil remedies, it is left to the victim to try and get justice for themselves. So we want to shift that. We want the state to take responsibility in providing safety for the people within its jurisdiction. The state must be responsible for protecting people in its jurisdiction. I want a bill that's going to prevent hatred and bias amongst people. I want a bill that's going to promote unity, that's going to promote human rights, that's going to promote respecting the dignity of others. I want a bill that's going to combat violence and find justice for the victims of hate crimes. I want to see a country where people can live and let live. They can say, I'm going to get on with my life and do what I need to do for my life, and leave other people to get on with their lives and make their own decisions about their lives, and that's fine. Live and let live. We should be living in a way to protect our own rights, but also to protect the rights of others, especially those who can't stand up for themselves, especially those who are targeted already, especially those who are minorities. We need a bill to protect every single individual. The bill is out for comment right now, and the closing date is the 22nd of May. So we really need you to get out there and show your support for this bill. This bill will save lives. This bill will make lives better for people. So let's all pull together. Let's make this happen. We need this bill in South Africa. We desperately need this bill in South Africa. If you have more questions, please get a hold of me. You can find me at samelovetoti@gmail.com. So email me. I'm available. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And if there's anything really legal that I don't know, I have many human rights lawyers to get a hold of, and they'll be able to adequately answer. So please be active, okay? Go and comment, show your support for the bill. If you have questions, get a hold of me. I'm happy to help. Keep well, keep safe. We'll speak again soon.